Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Combat Mission Afrika Korps. We are back in the desert of Bir Hakeim, and I think Bir Hakeim means old man or something, and it was a former Ottoman fort. So Ottoman Empire was really big, apparently spread to Libya. Anywho, it's the remnant of the fortress, and the French is there to stop the Bosch on the ambitions of Armin Rommel to Flak. The 8th Army, I think British 8th Army that was protecting Libya and more importantly Tobruk. Eventually Tobruk fell, but I think the resistance here from the Free French, I think for 2 weeks gave enough time for the British to do whatever they wanted to bring in more resources. And put up a serious fight that had huge repercussions down the road, I think. If not at Tobruk, but then down the road at El Alamein, where they're able to defend that place, I think, twice successfully against Rommel. And after that, it was basically game over for the Afrika Korps, I think. Although they were able to fight their way back to Algeria, and was basically very effective in retreating, but yeah, in terms of war aggression, I think it was over. Anywho, yeah, this is the first 10, I think I played 9 turns already, and I want to get back to the well, before that, yeah, the situation seems, I mean, okay for now. I mean, we have a high morale right now, 95%, and still the Germans have not we're not able to take any of the objectives so far, but I think we are kind of straining against them because there are 4 Panzers now in very close proximity, and some of it, well, I mean, I don't think they can actually see the soldiers here in the trenches, but as soon as they get out of it, they will be targeted. Yeah, as you can see from way afar, they're able to see this guy, and then putting that pressure on them. And even though this guy, I mean, it's just a regular experienced guy, so I guess that's what happened, but this guy is broken, unfortunately. So I was trying to get them to the second phase, or second line of defense, a bit in the rear, while inviting the Panzers to cross into this minefield. But I don't think that's going to happen, so I think the next best course of action is to hide them, and to try to invite them closer, inflict the maximum damage. And I read up on some of the tactics that they use, the French, and that's what they did. The first engagement with the Axis forces, and that was against the Italian Ariete division, they were able to, I don't know how they were able to, but they were able to hide their guns until the tanks were around 30 to 40 meters from them. And then they opened the fire, and they basically eliminated the whole lot of them. Didn't even suffer a single casualty, while basically destroying the various Italian tanks. So they were successful from the get-go. The Italians were very surprised, and the Germans were very annoyed, and they're now trying to... Oh my goodness, look at that! Yeah, I didn't notice this, but they brought more men. Yeah, so more men. I don't see this is half track with a very nifty cover. But they brought more men, and this is the gun I think they used to have. And some trucks, and I think they brought something else. Yeah, I think from what I can see, they didn't bring infantry here, but probably maybe this seems like an artillery spotter to me, although it's not been identified in full because they're a singular unit. So yeah, we are in kind of trouble, although I did receive extra artillery spotter as reinforcement this turn. This could be another artillery spotter in the back. And look what we have here. Oh my goodness, more armored cars. Oh wow, okay, so this is not German but Italian in fact. Oh, very interesting. Italian armored cars, so they're joining the battle. Light Italian tanks and armored car. They don't have a lot of armor, so I think we'll be able to use the tank rifles to resist them. Yeah, but they're still armored, so we need to be very careful. And this is the, I think, Italian infantry, as you can see. Wow, it's very interesting. Ah, my goodness. Yeah, so they're at the edge of the map, so it's gonna take some time for them to actually come into the firing range. 5 to 6 turns. So do we need to prepare for their advance? Well, maybe not. Maybe I try to hide some of these guys. Yeah, I think that's probably the best course of action. And here, some jammed Hotchkiss and yeah, okay, some machine guns in the foxholes. This guy could travel backward, I think. Yeah, to the trenches. So I, yeah, order them to readjust or reconfigure, or what do you say, reorganize themselves. I think we are good here still. Tank, yeah, it's being targeted. Let's see. So kill is none, so I don't know why I bother really. So I probably try to hide them. I just think that maybe if I'm lucky I'll be able to disable the tracks, but I think I need to wait a bit more. Yeah. There's really no chance of killing them at all. So I come back and let you see what I have in mind, and there's like, yeah, whole load of infantry now trying to rush the position here. So here we are, prepared for the next turn, and setting some gun coverage art. Don't know exactly what it's going to do, but I did cancel the direct targeting of this tank that this guy had. 19% hit kill is okay, but I like to have a bit better hit percentage. Since I need to maybe contend with these Italians now. They're coming, and who knows what's going to happen in the battle down the road. Maybe they're gonna bring even more tanks or men. So I think I need to conserve some of these things. For this one, I don't know, it's being directly targeted by the tank here, and also this tank is targeted by this. Yeah, I mean, it says it's a good hit percentage, but the kill is not going to really happen. It's rare, so it's worth trying, I think, against enemy Panzer 4E. Don't have an answer for this guy though. Yeah, so right now I'm just trying to cancel shooting right now and then see if this guy automatically get recognized and improve the odds a bit further, and did give the art to maybe even wait a turn or two before things really heat up once again, as I need to think about regrouping our forces in terms of falling back. Yeah, right, so I hope this guy gets out of jam. I don't know, I think he has been in jam for like number of turns already. So not really moving right now, not really moving so far. The artillery spotter has adjusted its target a bit, so it's gonna take 39 seconds. But hopefully there'll be a lot of infantry here to, yeah, for that to actually work. And to do that, this guy is actually targeting some of the infantry to slow them down a bit. Yeah, the tank rifle guys are hiding right now. Yeah, I think they're gonna fire when they come closer. I can give them order to slow them down a bit. Yeah, like this guy's. Probably fire some of these. And these guys are pretty good in conserving ammo. I think they're firing from the very beginning, but still have 45 ammo. Very important unit. Wonder if these guys will get targeted soon by the tanks. Okay, so let's go and see. I'm mostly interested in what's going to happen right here because the tank is so close. So let's start with that. Let's start with the left side. I mean, I did inflict a lot of damage, but Yeah, being hit multiple times. This guy has to lie prone. And the infantry is actually trying to... Wow. Shaken, yes, yes. No serious damage. Side trailer is already being hit. One of the flags. This guy's still running. He's not being targeted. And this gun is attributed short. Now tank is being targeted by something, but it's not shooting itself. Yeah, the gun is targeting something else in the back now. I don't know what's happened to this guy who was broken. Maybe they are running. That's what the gun is targeting. Yeah, routed. I don't know why, but they just won't stay still in the rocky area. And low ammo, yeah, so all of the flags survived on their turn, and this guy's moving slowly. The new artillery spotter. Still have some ammo left for the mortar. Okay, and we are fighting. This guy is not really not really moving anymore. Still, I think waiting for the infantry to. I guess it's waiting for the infantry to, catch up. Yeah, these guys are being. Yeah, this guy is being targeted. It's a pretty weak unit, only 2 people, 2-person unit. So hopefully he's gonna make it back soon. By next turn. He's hiding. Maybe I could. Alright, so let's see what happened here. On the right side. Yeah, not really. This guy's still jammed, so really no answer for it. You can see the infantry moving. Yeah, and then the tank is not moving. Panzer 2C. And from this vantage point, you can see the Italians are not moving really, but this guy is definitely shooting at the flag. Here are our headquarters. It was hit, but no serious damage. It could have caused a casualty. Yeah, still jammed. I mean, work it out, you 2 or you 6. This guy is being targeted. Yeah, from afar. So hopefully he's gonna make it back. Alright, so let's see what has happened here. Yeah, it's shooting really frantically. Let's see. Yeah, these guys have all the targets in the world to shoot. That's what hotchkiss sounds like. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, they're just not stopping. Yeah. Here, small arms fire. And of course the machine gun. And a lot of soldiers congregating out here. Yeah, a lot of them. The artillery started landing, but a bit behind. Yeah, that's not really good. Oh, okay, so this is really close. But I guess I need to readjust because artillery is not really landing. Maybe it's the minefield, perhaps. Yeah. It's kind of inaccurate. I don't know exactly when or where I spot it, but need to move definitely around here. Okay, so that was another turn. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and see how they can do with the limited resources. And this guy's still walking. Yeah, moving. Alright, so this guy's routed but can still fight. Perhaps he can run here. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna go out of the map. I just hope that he might have stayed here, but at least only suffered 1 casualty. Just run it. It's pinned. He's gonna recover. Got one casualty. He's 69%, but not gonna work out. Yeah, kills low, so I think we can definitely target these guys if they come close. Going to hide them. And this guy is not really shooting. I guess there's a reason for that. They want to save ammo. This guy is shooting. So the Germans know that we are here, and they're ever so close. I don't think they're moving here. I think they know that they're not going to really face any disaster or kill okay finally. Let's try it then, this time. Just one turn. Kill none. Yeah, not even shooting. I think this guy was targeted the last turn, but not anymore. And this guy side blocked. Okay. Yeah, 25%. No chance. I guess I could. Only 5 ammo left. So let's see if these guys can get a bit closer before I shoot at them. Yeah, really nothing really can be done against the tanks. Alright, now here, it's not really time to move yet, but want to readjust this spotting. So, for turn 11, not really much going on except for artillery finding a new spotting area just among the group of Germans, and the artillery here in the back trying to go for a kill against the Panzer foray. And finally, this artillery or the mortar trying to shoot a smoke grenade or smoke round to help this guy be properly routed and perhaps find a safe space in one of these craters or foxholes or trench. So yeah, I don't know. Not still moving. These guys will be able to fight the Italians off. These guys are coming pretty fast because as you can see the dust is trailing behind them. But these guys are not really moving though. For some reason they're, I guess, having a wait and see approach. Or maybe they are waiting for the tanks before moving. Yeah, so machine guns are there. And this guy is hiding. I don't think this guy is able to do anything against the Panzer. Maybe if we close, maybe, closest distance to around the minefield, maybe I can do something. But I'm still waiting for the Italians first, because we have chance against the Italians and their armor. Alright, so let's focus on this area first and see. Oh, forgot to say, but I don't know. No matter, just want to see this guy sneak into trench safely. I think he's able to do it. I think so. Being targeted by one infantry there. Maybe it's a machine gun or... yeah. The Hochi gets fire. Yeah, this guy got out of jam and shooting now. This guy is being targeted. Okay. Yeah, I think this guy made it back in the trench. Okay, so this is... yeah, they're closing distance. Tanks are moving. This tank is actually moving and actually targeting somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but... yeah, kind of moving around the hill, perhaps, to try to go through here. And it's being hit, being targeted by, I think, multiple tanks. Do I see... I don't really see any artillery landing, but I think it might happen. Alright, so let's see what happened in the middle, where I believe the Flak was targeting a tank, but I don't think it really worked out for them. Yeah, I think it was a bit too short, and now it changed course. using high explosives, so we're not losing out on the anti-tank capability. Still shooting, hopefully it got hit. Yeah, ricochet though, unfortunately. And from this side, this guy is the closest to us. I think it's the minefield going up. It's very wise to actually try to evade the minefield going around the hill. Yeah, it's like basically popping up everywhere, the minefield, or maybe it's our mortar trying to hit it. It's turning. Right, yeah, the rifle squadron, the rowdy guy. And then the smoke rounds have worked, but then from this vantage point, you still see the infantry. So this guy is able to, yeah, still, I mean, this guy should be able to go here. Yeah, a lot of guys are now taking cover. Still high morale, but you can definitely see the battle enveloping right now. Around this whole area. It's going to get a lot more hectic. Let's see what happened with the guys here. You can see they're now in the minefield, the so-called mine swamp. Yeah, these guys are rushing headlong. Okay. Being hit by the machine gun here. Yeah, they're all heading toward this area. And the artillery is starting landing. A bit short though, unfortunately. They had the right idea, but it's a bit too short. Yeah, they're marching. I think we have to stop these guys. But now with the tank, it may be a bit. Yeah, the tanks are now. Yeah, I mean these guys are knocked out. Yeah, so I need to be prepared for the tanks that are actually alive and kicking. All right. Now these guys are entering the minefield. No tanks have been disabled or destroyed by the minefield. Routed and tired. Yeah, I think they should definitely try to go into the trench, but I don't know. Low ammo on the border. I guess the border is confident that it's able to do something against the tank, but I don't know. Maybe it was targeting it all the while, and it was scouring this area around the hill. Yeah, you can see. That seems a bit. Yeah, I think that's enough firepower to disable a tank. That was really close. And you can see some of the mortars landing here as well from the Germans. It was targeting the mortar guy, but it changed, and then now it's targeting this. No, actually it's targeting this all the way. Mortar is targeting this tank. I don't know whether it's going to be effective. Alright. So from here, let's see. From the middle, you can definitely see the Germans trying to move around the hill and meet some place here. Yeah, they're all moving toward this area. It's shooting at something, but exactly, I don't know exactly where. Maybe the trenches? Yeah, there was a ricochet, unfortunately. This guy made it back, but still pinned. Yeah, some of these infantry units are rather close. I can probably see what they are, especially this guy. But they didn't identify exactly who they are. I think they're just maybe Panzer Grenadiers or something. This guy's jammed, of course. not very effective. Getting close though. Yeah, shooting at something, but I don't know exactly where. I mean, if they're wasting shells, I think that's good, but... Alright. So next up... Okay. Firing right now at where? Right. Area fire, so I can adjust from here very easily. I'll just fire toward the right side, but not to the left. Oh, I can adjust right here. Nothing on the 31 seconds. Maybe a bit closer. Alright, and then I come back and show you what I have even planned. But yeah, it's inevitable, I think. Definitely have to seriously consider pulling back. I don't know exactly. But this guy arrived, just checking whether I can see. Yeah, I can see the reference point, which is good. Also, the enemy Panzer 3G and everything is in my sight. And if the Panzer actually go through here along with the infantry, I can target it. So I think this is a good point. Hopefully I'm not going to be discovered. So yeah, the tanks were shooting. I found the target, and this is the target. Troubling. I have low ammo, but this guy has 3 anti-personnel shells left, or volleys left. It's too bad because this guy somehow is in the low area, so he's not able to target the Panzer. Unfortunately. But I guess the Panzers, with their high profile, is able to target this guy for some reason. I have really reason to hope that these guys were not really having any good accuracy, but I mean, they were like hurling shells at this position for the majority of the time last turn, but wasn't able to take it out. So I'm kind of wondering whether, I mean, this guy is able to show up a bit closer, kind of closer distance, and this guy is able to shoot back, and a pretty good clip, and then disable some of these tanks. But now he's being targeted everywhere, so I don't know exactly. I mean, he's targeting infantry or something, but I don't think that's actually advisable. Yeah, 22% is pretty good, but I'd rather target this guy if possible. I don't know whether he's able to actually do anything. It's worth a try, I think. Yeah, and this guy is also being, yeah, is also targeting that. I wanna see if I can dissuade him from continuing to target my guys. Maybe I can. I don't know. I don't think that's actually useful. Or maybe, you know, using the using the anti-tank rifle, maybe be able to get him off our back. It's close though. It's really close. 471 meters, and has only 15 millimeter. So it has like some penetrating power, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's 98 AP shots left, so I mean, I think I have plenty enough to actually try something with the anti-tank rifles. I did give the, I mean, now they're low ammo, but I gave the artillery spotter a new spotting area. It has only 31 seconds delay where the Germans are congregated. And the Italians are still moving, and now this guy started moving, I think, from the dust plumes. I don't think they received any new reinforcement, and this guy's rather lucky. I think he's just staying put, just walking rather slowly. Not really want to engage himself in the battle. Not really walking toward the battle, but to the nearest cover. Yeah, and some of these guys are... Oh, okay, so this guy was knocked out for some reason. Maybe from the sky. Yeah. This guy was not knocked out. He was targeting the crowded infantry. But you can see something happened here. I think it was straight by the... I don't know, Spitfire or something else. I'm sure that Spitfire was around, but yeah, as far as strafing goes, I think it was something else. Anywho, staying here still. Plenty of targets. Plenty of targets still to fight. Now, these guys, whether straining, all these guys are now converging in the same place. I think we are hitting them, but yeah, 9%. Kill low. I think I have chance against these Italians if they come near. This guy is still okay. Yeah, in the crater and weather secure. Being targeted by this guy now. Interesting. Suffering some casualties. I'd like to get out and fall back, but you know what happens if I fall back? This happens. So, we should just stay there and then hope for the best. Smoking the area, maybe that's gonna help us to fall back if possible. Yeah. And there's some machine gun guys still, I think. Right? Yeah, there's some machine gun guys, not machine gun guys, but has a good range to still fight. Well, not really. 100 meters or so is their optimum distance around here. Yeah, it's crazy. But there's some machine gun guys, I'm sure. Yeah, here, for example, I have to hit the infantry when they're close. 300 meters. Why not? Alright, so let's start from here. See what happens. Hopefully one of the tanks will be knocked out or disabled or something. I just don't have any answers for them. Yeah, it's still turning. Not really shooting, but turning. And this guy... Okay, now he's being targeted. Yeah, he's now being... I don't know what he's targeting, but... exhausted. Actually, this guy is actually running across the desert, I guess distracting the Germans. Yeah. Wow. I think it's your artillery spotter. Yeah, your artillery. You should probably rest here. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, the tank is aiming at the trench now. Not hit yet, but yeah, now aiming at the trench. It's close enough. Yeah, still okay. I think the anti-tank rifle is not really doing anything. And what happened to the Flak? It's still okay? Still okay. Still able to fire. Yeah, but you can see the pop marks here. It was aiming at the Flak from the start. Yeah. Some high explosive shots landing nearby. Yeah, wow, it's direct shot, but I was able to survive it. Yeah, this tank, I think Panzer 2C is actually firing this position. Saving the infantry. I think it's pretty effective. Yeah. Oh, okay. Aiming anti-personnel, no, anti-tank. Shot it but missed, unfortunately. I think it's a pretty close distance. Is able to maybe disable it. Yeah, still getting shot, but I mean due to the distance is able to evade, you know, direct harm. Here, I gave order to fire at the Panzer, but not really working out, I think. It's a pretty good... Yeah, front shot missed. It's moving back. Yeah, nothing hit. They didn't even button, so they think that they're invulnerable in this position. Firing at the flag, it seems. Yeah. Oh, that was close. But it would not have really mattered though. It might have just ricocheted off the tank.
Feuer frei!
Yeah, finally they buttoned up after the ricochet. Maybe that's going to narrow their field of vision or sight. But unfortunately, the anti-tank rifle is not doing really effective work. It's able to hit it, I think, here. Yeah, right there. Yeah, but I wasn't able to take out the gunner. How about here? Not really doing well, I think. Yeah, Jock broke up. I think it just serves as a deterrent. Or make them just slow their track. Doesn't really do anything in terms of damage, unfortunately. Yeah, the artillery is landing. Broke up. Seems that the artillery is landing a bit short. The Germans here, yeah, they're obviously closing in. And the artillery started landing at right around 31 seconds. Yeah, short, I think. Yeah. And I do believe the Germans have their own artillery spotter. Now this guy's jammed. And yeah, now this guy's jammed, unfortunately. Both of them were jammed, but this guy got out of it. Now I'll begin shooting. Yeah, still 32 ammo. Sizable amount. Machine gun ammo. Right. Okay. Alright, so they're closing in and some of these guys are being targeted. This Flak, for example. Hopefully they're gonna remain until the very end. Still has 2 shots left. Let's check whether any of this is possible. Yeah, kill none. It's not really. Kill rare. Yeah. The Italians. No. Okay. Let's just check here. Not much happening. Yeah, it's high explosive shell only. So really can't do anything. Do something with the infantry though. I think he's going to be able to do that. Just cancel the arc and let him just go free. But this guy, 5 high explosive shells, not really doing anything. 39% percentage hitting, but no kill. So yeah, might as well wait. If these guys not targeting, then target the infantry then. Okay, so on the left side, we see some... Yeah, we are basically attacking them now as they're closing in. As you can see, the machine guns might run out soon, but... Yeah, I mean, just have to thin these guys out before the Italians come. And the border is actually targeting the Panzer foray. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's gonna do something. Maybe if it misses, it's gonna hit the infantry beside it. Not really well thought out, but I'm kind of out of ideas. And this guy finally made it into the rough region. Yeah, I think these guys are all but done. Might move him to another rough area beside the crater or foxhole. And this guy, I mean, this guy's out of ammo, so I don't know whether this guy will still be targeted. I don't think so, but could be captured, leading to the, I don't know, reduced morale. So need to watch out for that. Maybe it's too late for them to actually, retreat or bail out though. Yeah. So here on this side as well, a lot of Germans trying to close distance. This guy's targeting something. This tank, I don't know exactly what. One of the rifle squadrons is able to see. It's like it's going to miss. But I hope that this guy doesn't miss. The kill is basically none. So just wishing for it to disable the tank or a track hit or something like that. I don't know exactly how this works, but tank rifles may be able to do that, right? That's my hope. And these guys have 91 bullets left, shells left, or whatever they're shooting. So maybe it's able to stop them before they get too close. Not really holding my breath on that. Okay, yeah, so I was holding on. Maybe there'll be more reinforcements coming, but I don't know. I'm really not really expecting anything at this moment. Just trying to hold out as much as possible. Definitely think that could have saved, Flaks and the guns, positioned a bit back, waiting for the tanks to close in a bit. Didn't knock out a lot of different armor, but should have waited a bit more. The last day, so after this day, the French will attempt to break out. It worked out for them, but I don't know for us. Yeah, still ricochet. Hopefully hopefully it's gonna do something that is productive or efficient. Track hit finally. I don't think it's immobilized. That's what I wanted. Yeah, these guys are ever so closing in. All the machine guns are down. Oh, this is jammed. Yes, I was trying to comment on that. Oh no, actually not jammed. Okay, good. Shooting. Keep resisting until you run out. And this side, still hitting, but not really working out. How about here? Ricochet. Yeah. I hear some machine guns. Or is it some other machine gun that is a Hotchkiss? Okay, another 60 seconds. I'm really resisting them, that's good. They're not closing any distance. Nobody got hit or routed. Yeah, I don't see any red marks here. Still shooting. Yeah, still shooting and trying to fight. They're really closing in, but this guy stopped. Yeah, just stopped. And I see something knocked out in the back. No, it's still surviving. It's being targeted by the tanks now, which is not good. It's out of ammo finally. Okay, so yeah, finally it's out of ammo. What happened in the left? I was worried the most about the left side. See what happened. But this guy was pinned. Yeah, still shooting valiantly. I don't know how accurate it is. Somebody bring this guy some ammo. Yeah, the Flaks are shooting. Okay, machine gun. Another machine gun. Okay. Yeah, now this guy's shooting as well. It's not gonna really damage. It's not gonna really damage guys much. Yeah, this tank is kind of strange. It's like moving to and fro, and finally found the machine gun that it's targeting. Yeah, landing pretty close. Identify this guy as mortar. That's pretty close enough. Yeah, this guy's mortar. Yeah, that was actually the mortar that was following the tank, I think. but was not able to do anything. Can the mortar do something though? Yeah, it was a mortar, but they're short. This side, I think we did a pretty good job here. Let's see from the beginning where the artillery landed. I think he had only one shot left, one volley left. Maybe it did just spend it right away. Yeah, I don't really see any further artillery shots falling. Yeah, there's a new gun. I think they brought a new gun. Yeah, one of the things that they brought was this gun that they're using. I think it's targeting my Flak gun. Yeah, wow, look at the masses of infantry. No serious damage. But there was some damage, but no serious. Yeah, this guy is really advancing on that position. Being hit, but still rather far. Yeah, it's a whole ricochet. Another one. Maybe we should target the guys who are actually closing in. The right side, yeah, it's pretty sturdy still. Kind of thinking maybe I can bring some of these guys toward the left. Track hit. I don't think really did anything though. Yeah, still shooting, but not really. No damage though. No damage. Shell broke. Yeah. I think infantry is gonna do, choose their targets really carefully as their ammo dwindle. So I just leave that to them. Yeah, on the ricochet right there. Mostly I'm fine with their target selection. This guy's out of ammo, so only the smoke is left. Maybe I could resist. Yeah, maybe I could resist their progress here by just lobbing smoke. Especially against the tank. Alright, so my artillery guy is still here. Kinda wondering maybe I should start lobbing some artillery shells here. Maybe I should wait until turn 20 had passed. 75mm gun. Blast 552. Yeah. This guy had probably the same. Yeah, this guy had a similar one. I don't know whether it was effective. Oh, okay, cool. Reinforcement, finally. Oh, okay, yeah, wow, alright. Oh, wow, we have an AP gun and everything. 17 shots. That's gonna be pretty important down the road, that's for sure. And we have a cracked troop, yeah. We can definitely set these guys up in the foxholes on the left side. Thing is, I need to smoke the area because, yeah, they're already being seen. Yeah, it's already being seen, I think. Some of them are universal carriers. Oh, AP shots. Cool. What do they have? They have a smoke mortar and also the main weapon is 13.9mm gun. And ATR, not air carrier, sorry, ATR. So I think this is anti-tank weapon carrier. Similar to anti-tank rifle. 35 and 18. 35 and 18. Yeah, so this is a carrier that has anti-tank capability or anti-tank rifle gunner inside. As you can see, here he is. Oh, that's pretty neat. That's very neat. Okay, I see. Yeah, I mean, doesn't have any armor to speak of, but has anti-tank rifle gun. Yeah, this guy is brain carrier, machine gun guy. Can this guy actually get out? No, this is just what it is. And the infantry, crack infantry, and other MMG carrier is not different, I think. Machine gun and also smoke mortar. but does it mean that you can shoot smoke? How far can you shoot though? Doesn't seem to have any smoke capability though. Okay. Maybe you can just shoot it like the tank does. If it feels that it is under duress or being threatened, then automatically shoot smoke. You can also order them to shoot smoke rounds, but most often they do it automatically. Yeah, it has smoke mortar too. Okay, very interesting. And this is also the ATR carrier. Yeah, and it has a gun. It's able to carry a gun somewhere. I think I put it around here. Oh, okay, so I need to set these guys up. Hold down. Oh, wow. Out of range. Still, that's good. But can be targeted by this Panzer. Wow. Very important. Very important. Alright. Took me some time to just think about how to move these guys. And just decide on dividing the troops a bit. The carriers, that is. First of all, most importantly, I want to set up a gun around here. It's not good news for this guy because this guy has to move really quickly now. Because don't want to draw the attention. If this were to draw attention from the tanks, yeah, this guy is also be in danger. But I don't think it's going to be seen because just the hill, like a low-lying hill, just in front of it. So I think we're going to be shielded from the line of sight of the Germans, at least for a couple of turns. And by placing this gun, I hope to target the tanks if this line is breached. And I'm just using this guy to see the line of sight here. I have to see all the way around to here, which is where I can also add to the, I mean, it's reference point, so I hope to maybe engage them a bit more accurately. Also, I can use the artillery to shell this area really quickly, so that's a plus. So I want to just add to the strength that I have. Yeah, so I'm going to bring the artillery there, gone, and only 17 shots though, but I guess it's going to be enough to knock out at least 2 tanks. Then it's going to be definitely a success. I'm going to allow him to move to the forecastle, the second line of defense I've set up, and I'm going to be making use of it. After all, I thought that it's going to be useless because these guys really can't get out unless this area is smoked. Speaking of smoke, I am trying to use this guy to smoke this guy right now. I have spent all the order rounds, unfortunately, so really don't have any option. And these guys, yeah, trying to just wait around here, out of the sight of the German tanks, although they could be a bit too close for comfort, because this is really very delicate vehicles. Although it's armored, and against small arms fire is able to withstand at least a turn. They're really fast moving. So I think the British actually used this in the desert to a pretty good effect in the beginning, using this, I think it's called Jock column, and the strategy involved in being that they use the mobility of these carriers to shoot and scoot, so to speak, kind of guerrilla warfare, I guess, using high mobility weapons and vehicles such as these. But it had the unintended effect of dividing up forces and allowing the Germans to deal with them piecemeal. So I think it was pretty useful for a while and also useful in certain cases. But yeah, after the desert, I don't think they used it much. Alright, so yeah, so I'm dividing up some of the guys here. I'm making this guy stay before I try to see the situation. This guy is moving up here, hopefully shielded by this smoke. And I think this guy moves fast enough so that maybe able to, I mean, if this guy actually comes lumbering on, I can probably just do a fast move and then hit this guy from behind if possible. But, that requires a lot of experimentation and luck and RNG. And I'm playing right now without any kind of safe scum, so anything can happen. Just want to, if anything, delay their progress. Alright, so, and there's a guy who was carrying this leader guy, lieutenant, which is overseeing a lot of these guys, such as the tank rifle guy, could be shortened up because I want to put this guy also in the foxhole. Yeah. In case of, you know, the tanks breaching our line, I could probably hide the tank rifles, and then if they actually gone past me, then the tank will be able to shoot at the rear of this tank and maybe even knock some out, possibly. But yeah, these are the trucks. The Italians are moving ever so slowly. They're really close knit, and this guy is now being targeted by the AT gun, or targeting my AT gun. That is, yeah. Really low-lying thing almost. Yeah, it's pretty interesting looking. Okay, it looks like a doesn't have a turret, just attached. It's an interesting design. It's reminiscent of the Germans, like the Panther and the Tank Hunters. Yeah, very interesting. Still well armored enough that I don't really have a chance against this guy. The anti-tank rifle is gonna still engage them. And some of these things, yeah, some of these guys are now out of ammo, unfortunately, so maybe overrun pretty soon. That's why I need to move these guys close enough so that they'll be able to supply the machine gun power and the like. Okay. Yeah, the tanks are the problem. You have, I think, 5 tanks now. They have 5 tanks. 2 armored cars. 6 tanks now. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, it's the tanks. I don't know why the British didn't supply the French with the tanks. I mean, 1 or 2 Grants would have sufficed. Of course, the French have to fight for their lives here. Yeah, it's going to be hard going. I don't really have any chance to fight them directly. On the right side, it's definitely better. But I don't know what this guy's doing. It's congregated. Not really moving now, but they probably move soon. Sooner or later. There's still a lot of infantry. The right side is actually better. And we still have the minefields. They are to be routed. The tanks will be caught in the minefield at least. And the thing is, I need to set up the secondary line of defense pretty soon. I think this is a kind of secondary staggered line of resistance that would help. And the machine gun is actually going there. One of them, I think there was 2 machine gun guys. This is an anti-tank rifle. Alright, so let's see. Hopefully I'll be able to inflict some damage still. And I'm also debating whether to use the artillery spotter to fire very near our lines. Side turret hit, oh gosh. Yeah, now he's really landing close. Seems like nobody from the German squadron has been routed. Oh, okay, now they're shooting the Italians. Explosive shells. Hiding. Yeah, I don't know exactly where this guy's shooting, but maybe here is being targeted. No, not yet. They're moving though, they're moving out of the position. Knocked out, cracked it again, but no ammo. 4 high explosive shells left. And it's shooting at... oh, it's out of ammo. Alright. Yeah, Germans are also trying to shoot at a target beyond their effective range. They're wasting shells. They could be used against the infantry in the trench. So they're holding on pretty fast. Hope that the Royal Air Force still be able to give us a bit of a helping hand. Yeah, that's what happened here. I mean, it was hit a lot of times, but I don't think it really did anything. Yeah, as you can see, it really didn't do anything. Yeah, it's all ricochet. Shell broke up. Infantry is being hit. So this guy is heading toward our left side, or right side, that is, their left. Oh, the broke up shell. Yeah, they're hitting them like constantly. Track hit. I wonder whether the track hit matters. That was pretty close. I think that was one of the tank rifle round. Oh wow, this guy's running. Yeah. Well, how far? 79 AP, so still can shoot a bunch. I try to do that, given that we have a couple more anti-tank rifle guys. Yeah, okay. They don't want to close in yet because of the minefield, I guess. Yeah, they want to stay back. The tanks are now hitting the infantry defenders. Yeah, like that. It's not even buttoned up. Yeah, and these guns, more guns to their side. Probably this one too. They're harassing their mortar, which is a good thing. And the infantry is really close now. This guy's going back because of smoke. Or maybe smoke itself for some reason. Yeah, still hitting. Infantry is kind of hugging the ground. And we're fighting them pretty well, considering the fact that these guys are shooting. I think these guys are all like shooting in the back, near the headquarters. This guy is running low on ammo. I wonder how this guy will do against the Italians. Okay, now they're attacking up. They're now targeting the infantry. Yeah. I need to do something about it. The carriers are now getting out of their position. Maybe I should move them a bit faster. It's a bit of a mess. You can probably use the area in the back to be able to move really fast. Push at least one ATR carrier near here, the low-lying area. Just in case the tanks end up around here and then I can have to hit them from the back or something. Yeah. Okay. This guy is they're still routed. Not panicked, but need to rest. Yeah. They're running low, so I need to move some of the carriers, I guess. But I think when they run low, yeah, if they run low on ammo, they start conserving them, and that's gonna give the Germans some time to close in. And then the machine gun is going to use that last remaining ammo. Yeah, still shooting, but not a good result so far. Yeah, I guess just concentrate shots on one tank. That's probably the right way to go. It's showing its size, so it might have a chance, but not so far. This guy is shooting at the same tank, yeah. Shell broke up. Yeah, it's not really effective at all. Another jam. Right, okay, so moving the carriers. I think I need to move some carriers to the right as well. And set up the guns as quick as possible. Right. So the moving the carriers, I don't know whether they completed their movement. I don't think so. Maybe they saw something in the distance and they stopped right away. I'm giving them the order. These guys comes scouting for us as he moves to the foxhole in the secondary line defense. And I see the approach it can take is pretty safe, I think, from the prying eyes of the German guns and the like. I mean, they can probably see some of these things here. Yeah, but I think he can still move, and then if he reaches here, I guess I give him a movement order different from what I have right now, just to make sure that I can arrive safely. And if he stays around here, I think he'll be shielded largely from the guns and the tanks. And he's able to make it to the foxhole. And the other guys are trying to follow him, more or less. And this guy is going to disembark the gun around here. And gun is going to see, just based on the line of sight of this guy, the tanks as they appear around here. Yeah, so it's going to be, I think, set up around here, I think. You're more closer to the base of the hill, so it's not going to be seen until the tanks are like around here, when we really need to defend this position with our lives. And this guy is just trying to head as fast as possible to see whether the German tanks can see that far. I think they can, but with the fast movement I don't think they'll be able to shoot at the guy. I'm also testing out how fast this thing is and whether it's going to be able to evade easily. And ATR carrier is also trying to position itself so that it's not going to be seen by the Germans right away. Yeah, and this guy will need to, you know, I mean, if this guy is able to travel all the way without being seen, or this guy, then I'm going to disembark this guy a bit closer and then move this guy into the foxholes. Right now he's able to see it, but you can see the edge of the hill kind of clipping the line of sight. Yeah. So I guess need to stay a bit closer to the base of the hill if that is possible. Yeah, on the front lines, being hit by the Germans and Italians now. They can see us now. It's 300 meters or so. And he's able to inflict some heavy damage. Yeah, 31 or so. Yeah, it's equivalent of facing MG in close distance. Some of these guys are hiding, and maybe this guy's hiding. And I measured the hit percentage. The Italian armored car, scout car, is able to penetrate it, but I want to wait a bit more. And all these tanks really I have no chance. And this guy's also now fighting, so I need to bring the man up as quick as possible. This guy is able to hold out for a while, but yeah, let's try to sneak and see if I can draw some interest from the Germans. If I am able to sneak without being seen, then I can probably feel a bit safer by moving the carriers a bit close before disembarking the troops. On the right side, yeah, I think on the right side we are doing okay. I mean, we are still trying to hit that Panzer 2C, knock it out. Two guys are trying to do it. Maybe I can add a third one. And now this guy doesn't have any cover arc, so he's going to be able to really shoot at the Germans. This guy is targeting the Panzer 3J, but maybe you should also target this thing. I mean, this guy's track was hit, so I'm thinking that maybe it was immobilized, but who knows. Maybe I should do the same thing with all these different tanks. Yeah, I don't know what he's targeting at, but he's attacking the tank? No, he's not. He's attacking this infantry. And the tank is not shooting. This guy has no ammo. Yeah, the tank is trying to aim at the guys, but missing right now. They don't want to get too close because of the mines. I can remind myself every time that we still have... Oh, Pent. Yeah, this guy got hit pretty badly. Getting shaken. We are losing men. as we speak. No ammo for this guy, so yeah, tank is doing a terrific job of supporting the infantry. Maybe I should crack open the tank rifles. The Italians are closing in, so I could probably aim now. And on the right side, some of these guys are still shooting. Didn't do anything against this buttoned Panzer 2C. Right. So what happened? Yeah, still shooting at the Flak, I think. Shell broke up. Somebody's shooting. Tank rifle. Germans are not able to close right now in this area. I think this guy's routed. Some of these guys are rushing. Not a really good recipe against two machine guns. Saddle penetration. Oh, finally penetrated, so keep at it. Maybe it's to be knocked out soon. Because he's showing his side. Yeah, partial, yeah, his base is being penetrated. Maybe we have some hope. Oh, the ricochet. Yeah, partial, yeah, this is definitely not doing too well. But it's going away from our... Yeah. So a lot of penetration on this thing, so maybe we'll be able to knock it out soon. Maybe add the third rifle to add to the strength or add to the firepower. Yeah, that we need to do, but I think this guy's not moving, which means that may have affected his tracks. Which is just what I want. Penetrated. So entering the minefield now. Another penetration. Yeah. That was close. It's kind of veering up to the side now. Which is good because we can still hit at the side. A lot of partial things going on, so this guy's out of ammo. Low ammo. He's being hit at it's aiming at the tank. Hopefully he's able to knock it out. And a lot of smoke going on. What happened? Let's see what happened here. We need to move now fast. I mean, it's something that I said is going to happen. They're gonna, smoke automatically. I think it's being targeted by the tanks or something. That's probably what happened. Yeah, this guy saw something and not liking what he saw, so I have to respect it for it. This guy's moving. Yeah, they really don't want to. I need to probably disembark just to be on the safe side. Yeah, and they're now. Oh my! Yeah, they're aiming at some kind of target here. I don't know exactly what, but definitely has a reach, and might have to take some drastic measures because these guys are not moving at all. Need to probably disembark and move these guys slowly. Right now they are routed or tired, so they're upgraded their fitness level. Out of ammo. They're losing some men. Yeah, 5 men lost. Still fighting, but probably need to do something about this. And the Italians are not closing in, so need to use anti-tank rifles. Gonna be targeted probably, but fight it out. Alright, okay. Another reinforcement. Wow, okay, so from the same place. Oh, it's a grand tank. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I have another artillery spotter, which is dandy. We'll probably target this guy right away. or this guy. But we are doing rather well here, so let's target this. And it's gonna arrive in 2 minutes. I'm not gonna even wait. Alright, so 16 turns. I like to maybe end at 17 turns if possible. Yeah, this is really long. Reverse. Yeah, disembark these guys. So let's try that. Okay, alright. I'm going to just disembark this infantry unit. I don't know about this guy, but probably need to disembark as well. Yeah, let's do that then. Let's just move this guy. Just move this guy and then disembark right here. Well, let's try that. Still reversing this guy. Yeah, not really doing too well. I don't know exactly what happened. But it saw something that we didn't like, especially this guy's who was able to probably look at what is happening. Yeah, so it's out of the range of this, but I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe from here I'm able to see these guys. And some of them I think I can see, but from this position it is blocked. But I trust the, I trust the decision making of the carriers, because they are supposedly, they're basically used as scout cars. I think in some cases, so pretty good visibility, so I think I trust them. They want to smoke and then just scoot right away, then yeah, I think there's something up that they didn't like. Okay. Received the reinforcement, which is pretty good news, and I'm going to put it to use right away. I wonder if this is going to be targeted. Check on ground, so maybe I could this guy in the brush or something. Let's see what happens, Maybe I go back to the safe if this guy gets killed by some Stuka or Junker diving or something. The right side still, I mean, we had some progress against this tank. Hopefully we would knock it out. This guy seems to be immobile. The Italians are coming in and then closing in, and may have to... Yeah, this is not really good. May have to use artillery to knock it out or something. I don't know. It's going to get... The hill's going to get routed if things stand as they are right now. June 1942. Morale still pretty high, 90%. We played almost halfway. Yeah, shell broke up. Right. The problem now is here. It's being hit. Very much so. This guy is not really being involved in any kind of fight. They're losing troops as we speak. They're now crossing into the minefield. This gets a bit overbearing. They're going to be routed and fall back. That's one of the things that is going to happen. Another loss, casualty. Yeah, could have been useful if they had a anti-tank rifle right here. Right here. It's too late for that now. Still be able to fight. Yeah, who's he targeting at? Yeah, this guy. Lost some troops here as well. 60 seconds passed. These guys are, closing it pretty quickly. And I don't know what happened here, but are they moving now? Yeah, they're moving. They're moving. This guy is following, and this guy started moving pretty fast. And he's being targeted by this gun, of course. Let's see what happens. Hey, look at how fast this guy's going. Yeah. You can definitely see there's a gun set up here as well. Yeah, so it's still active. And probably one of the reasons why this is happening. I think this is actually movable. It's not going to be stationary. This guy disembarked, and this guy as well. Everybody's disembarked, and now they are walking. That long walk to the secondary line of defense. By then, I hope that some of the panzers have been knocked out by the mines. Yeah, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to use this against this tank. They're pretty fast. They're all veterans. They walk pretty fast and able to... No ammo. Yeah, still firing. It's pretty good. Anything that's going to help. Low ammo. Yeah, this guy's also saving up the last high explosive shots. Okay, this guy is... I don't know what this guy is aiming at. Wow. You see how fast this guy runs now. Yeah, look at how fast this guy runs. I don't know whether this is... I mean, it's really far, right? Around 1,000 meters or so, or plus. So let's see what happens. I mean, losing this will be pretty bad, but just seeing whether he's going to be able to evade, maybe draw some shots, errant shots, instead of, you know, soldiers entrenched. Still routed? Yeah, okay. My goodness. Yeah, really need to... They're all alive. Nobody suffered any kind of damage. They're like, of course, holding still and pinned and everything, but yeah, they're still able to punch ahead, and that's why I'm in trouble. Yeah, look how close they are now. Oh my goodness. It's going to be a hand-to-hand fight now. I don't know what happened, but the minefield is not really doing anything. So I really need the secondary line of defense. Yeah, this guy is in multiple attack from multiple sides. Rifle, small arms fire. No ammo. Yeah, it's going to wait until they close in. Still holding on, trading shots. And these guys are our secondary line here, just behind the trench. But they can move if things come to a pass. And there's another line here that I could bring to the Germans. Definitely need these guys to come and replenish our troops. This is rather interesting. I probably had to move this guy a bit closer. Yeah, I think so. And also this guy could now aim near the trenches, although it's going to probably affect our own guys as well. 47 seconds left. I could probably adjust to be a bit closer to our guys. It's a bit of a risk. And here they're also charging the Germans. Let's see. Yeah, the rifles are shooting. Now this guy is turning to show the strong side against rifles, so... Yeah, they're all waiting. They're not in a heavy battle right now, unlike the left side. And in the machine gun nest, within the lieutenant or captain. Oh, this guy is a prime minister, Captain Mesmer. Yeah, he is directing the machine guns. And he's doing a pretty good job. I wonder what this guy's... Okay, so command +2, morale +2, combat +1. Yeah, so this guy's able to withstand some heavy fire and able to direct some... Yeah, there's some fire accurately into the Germans, keeping them at bay. Finally, I get to meet the future Prime Minister of France. Right, 65 is being aimed, still shooting. This guy is shooting at this guy now. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, able to immobilize the guys maybe, then it's going to be all worth it. Doing pretty well, yeah, doing pretty well. Morvan, I wonder if that's the real name. Yeah, but get to meet Mesmer. And out of ammo finally, and low ammo. Yeah, safe to shoot probably. 4%, yeah, it's not gonna work. Yeah, this guy's just waiting. this line is breached, then this is definitely going to shoot at the infantry. How about here? Yep. Yep. It's going to be a lifesaver if this works out. Yeah, 677 meters. Yeah, he's able to close his side and he's able to defeat it. And this guy also needs to move, although he's able to do some damage though from 500 meters. Yeah, he's able to shoot and able to withstand any Germans. I think he'll be better close range, like around here perhaps. He's able to go there. Close some distance, like around 50 meters or so. No, 147 meters. Okay, so it's going to be even better if this guy is able to make it here, or even here. Alright, so one carrier is venturing out. One is going to get knocked out, possibly if one of these guys are veteran. He's a veteran, then he's able to probably calculate the distance and shoot at it. How far is this? 1647. Comparable gun or flak. 1647. Yeah, he's able to penetrate the side, but I don't know how accurate it's going to be because from here, this is a low ammo. But let's calculate. Exposure 50%, 48%, but as you can see, some of the vehicles out around 1,000 meters or so, percentage is around 3%, and this is stationary. And this is moving in a really fast clip, so I don't think these guys will be successful. And wow, yeah, it's firing at something. Yeah, so let's see what's going to happen. It's firing at this guy. Was shooting at the mortar, which is good because I'm sure that the mortar was aiming at some of these guys, especially this guy, Prime Minister. So this has been another episode of the last day at Bir Hakeim. Yeah, taking a long time. It's playing half of the missions. Well, not really half, but almost half. Yeah, the Germans are closing in. We are trying to resist, but you know, they have reached and breached some perimeters, unfortunately. Yeah, this guy made it past the minefield. And this guy is being hit from rifles, I think. Yeah. Oh no, I think this guy's aiming at the veteran. Yeah, hopefully in the next turn the artillery start falling and find the secondary line of defense, man the foxholes, and on the right side disable some of these tanks. Hopefully it's going to happen. Thanks for watching once again, and until next time, please stay tuned.